Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The goal for this video today is because I have some customers who want to buy Anthurium seeds from me, but they don't really know how to get them started. And also, I also have some customers who have a hard time sizing up their Anthuriums. So in this video, I'm going to go over what I do with germinated seeds when I receive them. Also, how I get my seedlings to grow faster and to kind of get them to grow to maturity within, I don't know, 6 to 14 months. Anyways, I believe that most of them should grow to maturity in that time, but I know there's some people out there who are struggling to get them to size up. So that is what this video is mainly about. And also, I want to send this video to my customers who do buy seeds from me or seedlings so that I can ensure that they can feel confident in growing Anthuriums and getting them to be the best that they can be. All right, so let's say you buy some Anthurium seeds off online or from a local seller, wherever. You bought some Anthurium seeds. They should be germinated seeds. I've seen a couple listings for non-germinated seeds, but for the most part, the seeds will be germinated. If you don't know what germinated seeds are, they are Anthurium seeds that have developed a little root. It looks like a little fuzzy little ball on it or like a tail hanging out. I have some seeds here from my Michelle, crossed with Michelle. So this is what I would normally do. So when I receive seeds, I use fluval stratum only. I haven't used any other substrate to germinate seeds, and I have a pretty good germination rate with using fluval. I haven't had any issues. Especially when I get seedlings in and they're in different substrates. So the seeds will come in whatever the seller prefers to send them in. I will send mine in moss and let you do what you want to do with it. Some will send them in straight tree fern fiber, some type of mixture, or just even a baggie with paper towels. That's how I've received seeds all kinds of ways. But immediately I just take them out and pop them up into fluval stratum in some type of container with a clear lid. So the germinated seeds will look like these with the little fuzzy little tails on them. And some of these are popped. And what I do is I leave them in here until they have a nice decent sized leaf on them. And then I'll get them potted up into another pot, which I'll show you guys now. So the germinated seeds have these little fuzzy little things on them right there, those fuzzy little things. I hope you guys can see me well. The lighting in my condo is super dark. It's always been dark in here, and I have a hard time finding a good spot to film. So forgive me if it's like a weird color or too dark or something like that. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just trying to get information out the best way I can. All right, so once you receive your seed, they should come into some type of substrate. You can keep it in that substrate. Like I said, for me, my best results come with fluval stratum. If you do buy a seed from me, yes, I do ship them in moss, but I will send you a little baggie of fluval stratum. So if you want to use it that way, you can. And let's see. So after I put them in the clear container, I put them underneath grow light. So they need to be underneath a grow light, preferably something warm, something that's going to keep it warm. And then you will wait until you see some nice leaves form. I have some here, my Doriaki crossed with Brielle or Bessie Brielle red crystals. So something like this, I would start to pot them up into individual pots, or your own individual pot. And I'm about to do that now and show you guys what I would do after the seed pops a couple of leaves. There are some in here that have 3 leaves, some have 4 leaves in here. Just leave them in there till they get to about this size. This is a really good size to start potting them up individually. Now for me as a seller, I would just pot these up into a sale, but if they're my personal anthuriums that I've purchased from sellers, I would go ahead and individually pot them up so I can get them to upsize as quick as possible. I use these nice squishy, I don't even know what you call them, but I call them woohoo cups. That's the first time I've seen them was with Woohoo Tropicals, but you can buy these off of Amazon. I love them. They're 3 inches. Perfect for little seedlings and getting them to size up. I'm going to show you my soil mix. So in my base, I'm using Fox Farm Happy Frog for seedlings, and I use the Ocean Forest for my larger anthuriums most of the time. It just depends on what I have on hand. And I found that I don't know, the soil mix, I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but my seedlings are happy in the mixes that I'm using. So I will be adding tree fern fiber to the mix. I'll also get this off of Amazon. And I will be using perlite. I don't know the brand matters or not, but only thing I don't use brand wise is Miracle-Gro, or I really buy a lot of my products locally at nurseries or online. I don't really like buying soil mix products from big box stores. They just don't have what I need. I stay away from Miracle-Gro products, period. That's the only thing I could tell you. And that's just my preference. So, but I've been using Happy Frog, Fox Farm soil mix since I've started. I can get it very easily up the street at a local nursery, so I have no issues with that, and my plants do pretty well in it. They like it. All right, so, and sometimes I will add pond. It just depends on what I have sitting around. Sometimes I'll add pond to this, but I'm just gonna fill this up to about there, like that. And then, let's see, which one? This one looks good. Just gonna take this one out right here. Nice, healthy looking roots. She's a beauty. And I just stick it right down in the middle. Stick those roots right down in the middle, cover it up, just like that. All right, so as far as watering my seedlings, what I use is, why did I pull this out? Regular filtered water, and I typically will use Super Thrive in my water for the seedlings. I just put in a cap, like a half a cap, give it a good watering, and then either I will put these in a tote underneath good grow light, or I will just sit this on my seedling shelf that I keep all my little seedlings in and just watch it grow. So I will leave this in here until it kind of like gets more fuller, and the roots, usually a root will pop out the bottom or something like that. Once it gets like bigger leaves, then I'll move it up to another pot. So I have a few seedlings here that I do want to get repotted. I want to up pot them. I did a lot of up potting this week already, and I should have filmed it, but sometimes I just want to get shit done and not worry about camera stuff. But I have this seedling here, and I got this from Brandon, or 2 Plant Daddy, and he sent me 3 seedlings. I only ordered 2. He gave me an extra one. You guys know how I love getting extra shit. But this one is the extra that he sent me. He sent me this SKG Silver crossed with Dark Forgetti crossed with Carla Blackie. I don't know. People like sending me Carla hybrids. I don't know if he knew or not, but this one right here is adorable. This is the original pot that it came in. I just got these like last week, part of my birthday haul. I was thinking about doing a whole video on all of my birthday haul plants. It's like I ordered I kid you not, probably about 25 to 30 new seedlings for my birthday haul. It's insane. People are inboxing me tracking numbers, and I'm like, what did I order? I forgot. Literally forget what I've ordered, and I have to go back through Palm Street, Estes, my messages, like, what did I order? Are they on the way? Whatever. But yeah, I'm going to get this one sized up. If you can see, there is a root coming out of the bottom there, and I'm going to put this, I'm also going to put this in a 3-inch pot as well. So by doing this, the next leaf that comes out the next leaf or the leaf after that should definitely be a size up. And actually, I'm going to use the existing. So I'm just going to put like halfway, and then I'm going to use his existing soil mix that it's already in. Oh yeah, nice good roots. Looks like he's used tree fern fiber mix as well. And I'll keep you guys updated on these seedlings and how they're doing. All right, so another one that I'm going to be up potting. So usually when I get them out of this size pot, I put them in a cup. I don't mind cups. I love using cups. I just use a soldering iron and poke holes in the bottom, and that's what I'll be using. So this is also one of my crosses that I've done. Actually, one of my first crosses, but it's with my Cartel Dom No ID, the Dell. I nicknamed it the Dell. So that No ID crossed with my mag, which I no longer have. I gave my mag away, but I'm going to get this one repotted so it can upsize. I just think this one is so stinking cute. It's got this elongated leaf with this vein pattern is very similar to the parent, to the mom. But I get these out of here and I usually put them in something like this, a self-watering pot, 4-inch self-watering pot that I get off of Amazon. Now, when they get to this size in this pot, I do things a little bit differently. I like to use micros when I get to this size pot. So I'll put a little bit of soil down there at the bottom, and then I will sprinkle some Dynamyco on top that I also get off of Amazon. I call it root crack. And I'm just going to put that down in there. Before I add any more soil mix, I also like to use Osmocote. I don't use a ton of Osmocote, but just sprinkle. And then I cover it again with more soil mix, water it thoroughly. So once they get to this size pot, I pretty much leave them in here until they are pretty decent size. And then I will move them up to a 6-inch pot. So I go from, we go from getting it out of your substrate, your flugel, into something like this size here, or you can just get it straight from there to a 3-inch pot, 2-inch pot, whatever you want to do. Get it out of there, put it into another tiny pot, wait for it to get a little bit bigger, and then move it to like a 4-inch pot like I've done here. Then we're going to wait until you feel like it's time to up pot. So this is one that I've had inside of a 4-inch pot. You can see the roots are growing down into the reservoir. It is definitely time for her to move out, or him. This is my Dark Phoenix crossed with Goliath from Cartel Dom. And the story behind this plant, actually this plant should be way bigger than what it is now. I got this last year for my birthday haul. For one of, I got this like March. So the end of March, right before I went on vacation. And all the other two are doing just fine. They're already flowering and everything. They're doing well. This one, I had to completely restart it. It came in, it was a little seedling, and the leaf just melted. The leaf melted, and I had to restart it. I put it into a little cup and a cup of moss, covered it, put it in my tote, and let it regrow. So it took a little bit longer than the other ones did, but she's rocking. I decided to not put her in soil. I got her in my homemade pond. So that is the mix I'm going to use. And she loves the pond. She loves the pond. She's dark and beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that she survived. So I'm going to take it out of the 4-inch pot and I'm going to put her into one of these 6-inch pots. And yes, I'm taking her from self-watering to a regular pot, but it doesn't matter because I use these bowls. I put bowls underneath them and I keep a reservoir in that bowl, or I water it just like I water soil. No biggie, no big deal. She will be fine. So I make my own pond with some ingredients off of Amazon. I use lava rock, pumice, osmocote, perlite. Sometimes I'll mix in fluval. Sometimes I'll mix in a little bit of horticultural charcoal. Really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They all do just fine. All right, I just know it's going to take a lot. All right, so I filled this up to about here. I am going to inoculate the roots again. This mix already has osmocote in it, so just going to give that a good squeeze. So I would say by the next 1 or 2 leaves, she'll be flowering. Nice, good, healthy looking roots there. Okay, all right, she should be good here. And she should be able to stay in this pot for quite a while. I'm probably not going to repot her again until next year. I think she will do really good in this size pot over the next year, and I shouldn't have to worry about anything. I think she will get really, really big in this size pot. So absolutely, she'll do just fine. We'll get her watered. So that's pretty much the gist of everything of what I be doing. And you know, you can go, you can skip any size pot you want and put them in another pot. It's all just based on your watering style. If you just make sure that nothing dries out and that the moisture is reaching the roots, and you should be fine. So that's what I do with that. All right. So I don't think I would say, let's see. Yeah, so I do keep them quite long in certain pots. Some that I know need to be repotted. Definitely, like this one has been in my 6-inch pot for a while. She probably does definitely need to be repotted, but they can get pretty big in a 6-inch pot. And I'm pretty sure she does need to be repotted, but she's doing well. I will get her repotted next week. Might do that on camera. Might. So, and I use a lot of buckets for repotting, and I use the soldering iron in there. I think I showed you guys this one in a previous video where I told you I was going to repot it, and I think I repotted this one on TikTok. Not sure, but she's doing fine. She's getting ready to put out another new leaf, and I haven't pollinated her flower. Her flower has not reached the female stage yet, but she's in a 5-quart bucket and she is putting out some new roots. I don't know if you can see them on camera or not, but she's got some new roots coming right around there, up here at the top, and right here I see new roots. So she's liking it. I feel like once her roots get established, I think this new leaf is going to look really, really, really good. And I hope it will be a nice size jump. But yeah, I just use like little saucers or anything to put underneath the buckets, and they do fine. But yeah, I would definitely say just, keep up potting. I do have a couple of babies I want to show. So this one is my Michelle crossed with Crystallinal Forgetii, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but she has this pinkish leaf with a little bit of ruffled leaf shape coming out there. This one is my Doriaki crossed with NSC Dresser crossed with Michelle. Their emergence come out with a very light pink leaf on there with some little bit of crystals on there and very round, fat, juicy little leaves. She's getting ready to put out a new leaf now. But if you can see, I put this one in this size cup straight from my little sales, only because I want to hurry up and get this to size up so I can kind of like show what they look like when they get bigger. And the best way I found to do that is just to go ahead and put them in a big vessel so they can start sizing up. And this one here has a very dark reddish pink emergent leaf coming out. I hope that picks up on camera. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost like a deep dark purple. I'm excited to see these grow out. I'm excited. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you guys today, and I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, leave me comments below. And check out my website, Swing Into Plants. I have a couple of my crosses on there for sale. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.